Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3. If you were wondering where Kairi was, fear not, we're getting an update right now.
To become a Keyblade wielder like you.
Good. I was so curious, as you know.
No more waiting for you to come back from your
Let's just say this training might not go anywhere, but it's a pretty forest for what is essentially a hyperbolic time chamber.
I mean, I thought that was the weird part, where it's like, okay, so we've got two completely novice Keyblade users. I mean, Axel is a pro with his frisbees, obviously, but let's have him use a completely different weapon that he has no idea how to use, but we have to use it for the final battle because that's a thing. I mean, where do you think this is gonna go?
I know, but you can't have the great clash of light and darkness without Keyblades. I mean, Donald can be there to cast Cure, Goofy can hit things with his shield, and Kairi can monologue, I guess, but the Keyblades, they're the best weapon we've had, so we need to make them work.
Yeah, eschew creativity and a sense of imagination, everybody gets the same metal stick, but yours is red. It's just, come on.
I like my little red stick.
It's so dinky and cute because it has a lot of potential.
So yeah, Axel is angsting a little bit because he can't quite remember Shion, and honestly, that still tugs at my heartstrings a little bit, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Days.
I will mention now that everybody kind of gets new clothes, except Axel, for some reason. Now, he gets them at the end of the game when it doesn't matter, but all the way leading up to the final battle and in it, so we're in that same damn organization coat, and I'm like, you really, now is the perfect time to give him some new duds, guys, come on.
I can think of a reason why. I think it's because he wants people to remember him, or maybe, like, wearing the organization clothes and having people call him Axel will help him remember who Shion is.
I think that's reaching a little too much, personally.
Well, I'm just going by what I hear.
Lee,
don't be a creeper. Come on.
I am.
Oh no, this is a Minecraft seed. Okay. And time doesn't matter here. Alright.
You just see, like, Creeper Heartless in the background and whatnot. They blow up on their own. You don't even need a Keyblade at that point.
That would be a hellish world to go to. And I'm saying this legit. Please don't make it, guys.
yes.
Well, you best prepare for Mario to fight Minecraft Steve, because it's gonna happen.
I really, really hope that it's Banjo. Only because I have hated the notion otherwise.
Even if it's on paper.
I mean, talking to Sora is like talking to a blank book anyway, so...
That's true. I mean, give Kairi a phone. You know Sora wouldn't be able to answer that call. Where were you keeping those?
His pockets, which are actually a pocket dimension to a freezer, so it's fine. There's no lint on them at all.
Wait a minute. If time doesn't move in this realm, that means time can't pass for the ice cream to melt, right?
Sweet, Lee.
Yes.
Nah.
Oh, what do you know? I'm smarter than you!
Oh, Jesus!
What?
Got fucking blown the hell out. Stop staring, Lee. It's creepy.
It is legit creepy. Like, I'm sitting there going, Lee, she is like, how old? I don't even know how old she is at that point, but I know you don't need to touch that.
In more ways than one. About 15 or 16, really. It's because she looks like Shion. That's why he keeps, like, doing double takes and whatnot.
I understand that, Tom. It's still really creepy, and he has to stop.
I guess. I do like their, like, friendship and whatnot they've got going on, but otherwise, yeah, it comes off as a bit skeevy, even though Axel is completely not meaning to. It's fine. I did all those unnecessary missions too, Axel. It's fine. You'll never get that time back.
Are you okay?
Just the whole impact of 358/2 days comes rushing back in, and he's overwhelmed by the burden of that game.
2/3 of the game were trash, but that final third was Kino.
Something in my eyes.
Lee.
Are you gonna eat that ice cream? Or are we just gonna leave it for, like, the time ants to devour?
I'm gonna go.
Well, he just did drop it on the ground. Even then, I'm not touching it. No matter... It might be magical dirt, but it's still dirt.
Does the 5-second rule even apply in a place where time doesn't move?
On one condition.
What?
That's a really good point, actually.
The philosophical questions about time.
Got it.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Okay, Axel.
Ah, I'm on brand now.
What a weirdo.
Getting used to Axel in, like, full CG was a bit weird at first, but I've since come around on it. He is very handsome. Too handsome, in fact. It should be illegal.
A little too handsome. I do feel bad that I'm not nearly as handsome, so I'm going to create another problem to blame him for it.
Yep, sounds about right. Got a bit more gummy. Oh, no, not gummy stuff yet. We have to walk about with not talking in this game first.
Why isn't he voice acted? I mean, just how much money would that have cost?
I don't know. It's silly. Look at this. It's awkward.
It is really awkward. At least give him a few throwaway lines, dude.
Ah, well. It was right here where the bitching final boss of Birth by Sleep took place.
Well, it was okay. I wouldn't call it bitching, but it was good, but it wasn't like, whoa, the best final boss.
She said he was acting strange.
Really? Acting strange? The white hair? The darkness spewing forth? Yeah, I'd call that strange.
The fucking stand? Yeah, no. Everyday occurrence.
Alright, I'll address this now, since you all were surprised I didn't last time we saw Riku and Mickey. When they go into the Realm of Darkness the first time, Riku's hair is longer than it was before he gets attacked by the shadows and whatnot, so I guess they broke his keyblade and gave him a haircut at the same time.
You know, you didn't necessarily need to be attacked by demons to explain the fact that Riku got a haircut. Everything doesn't need to be connected with magic and fantasy. There are, and I'm gonna blow your mind, there's buildings you can literally go to where they will cut your hair for money.
Well, shut up. Here is an explanation as to why Xehanort is a thing.
And traveled to the past to give his younger self instructions.
That's great, guys. Hey, did you know I've already played the past few games and I really don't need this?
Well, they're trying to, like, put all their eggs in one basket and please everyone here, which I appreciate. There's also the appendices in the coming phone you can look at. Yes, I love to pose.
When Mass Effect 3 came out, and EA's like, this is the perfect jumping on point. No, it's not! It's the end of the trilogy! It's just ridiculous.
But I'm Angry Joe, and I should be able to get all the information I need from the final game in the trilogy.
Oh, he's going there.
Pissed Pablo was a fucking dumbass when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if he's actually done his review, but he sure as hell wasn't making a good name for himself at the time.
Yeah, well.
I thought you said that Aqua saved him.
Mickey, I'm confused.
You're tiny. Tiny and mouse-like.
The problem is we didn't notice.
Michael Mouse.
Okay, I'll stop saying Michael Mouse if you stop saying Michael Mouse. It doesn't befit coming out of your mouth. We left Leonard Nimoy here in a dimension between worlds.
Yeah, this is basically where he passed away. Like, legit, after each one of these cutscenes where they flash back to less advanced graphics, you should just look at the camera and go, you played this, right? Just check in. We want to make sure you're up to speed.
He was so smug in that. It's like the one great thing about the end game of Dream Drop Distance, which, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I replayed it recently for the Guiding Key Marathon, and it kind of fucking sucks. None of the bosses are really that great except Xemnas.
Yeah, you know, but I've brought that up before.
That was Terra? Master Xehanort was using Terra?
It only took them like 10 years!
Master Xehanort.
Yeah, it takes Mickey 10 years to get into the World of Darkness to bring Aqua back as well.
He was talking about
Well, Realm of Darkness is big, but, I don't know, he had other things. He had a reservation at, the bistro that wasn't open yet, I suppose.
But Master
Gotta go to
Xehanort
Euro
isn't
Disneyland.
old
Sorry,
man now.
that place is failing. They need
Where
me.
did Terra's body go?
It's cause Master Xehanort's collecting vessels.
You just gotta put a heart into like a fucking empty can of man do at this point.
We got Sora back, but Terra must still be on
They talk a lot about the
Xehanort's
vessels
side.
thing, and here's my obvious question. Why did she not just make, like, robots with, like, weapons and shit, and then put everybody's
Yep.
beings inside of them? Because the trade-off is that they be robots, you see. It works out.
I'm not sure if robots can have hearts and whatnot.
Well, anything can have a heart these days in Kingdom Hearts, so fuck it. Make robots, why not?
I mean, we are going to the Toy Story world next, so, you know.
Well, if gigantic alien transformers exist, I would imagine that wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
So the two worlds we have here, we got Toy Story and we have the Kingdom of Corona on the right. I'm going to go to Toy Story world first, mostly because I've been wanting this since basically fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, again, I still think they should have kind of finished this up in PS3 land. But the fact that this went on the PS4, when you get to the Toy Story world, I'm like, this looks exactly like the fucking movie. Like, how they move, how they're rendered. You have to remember, Toy Story 1 came out in, like, 96, is that right?
I want to say 95, actually.
95, 96, maybe 98 if we're really pushing it. But you have to remember at the time, I mean, it was really unique because no other movie had really been kind of like that, you know. And nowadays, obviously, it's a dime a dozen, it's everywhere because the standard's set by Pixar. So seeing these guys on the PS4 looking pretty fucking close to the film, it's honestly a little intense, you know?
It's intense, that's the word I'd use for, you know, teaming up with Woody and Buzz at the same time. Alright, we've got a choice of paths here. I'm gonna go to danger.
You should not go to danger?
I'm going to, though. You cannot stop me.
Well, I guess I can't, you know, in this definitely live and not recorded gameplay.
Are you just gonna, like, do this gimmick for the whole playthrough now? Because it's already played out and tried.
Trust me, all of my gimmicks are played out and tried, and yet I keep doing them anyway.
Yeah, very well put. Look at that, a volcano in space. Oh.
It's more of a planetoid than anything. I wouldn't call it a volcano, per se.
Can you imagine if, like, Mario from Galaxy just came spinning through the scene here and blew up one of these, like, treasure planets we were trying to unlock?
What an asshole! He just comes in here, blows up the fucking treasure planet, leaves. Yoo-hoo! It's just, ugh.
I don't mean to, like, you know, tread on old ground here, but this is the same plumber who uses Yoshi as a stepping stone over bottomless pits.
And you accuse me of being trite and played out, but here comes your Yoshi joke that you've been holding on to, just to make that point.
No, I'm not. I swear to you.
That's a good comeback, guys.
No, you, essentially. I don't have much to say during these gummy things. They're fun to play, but like I said, I wish the base speed of the gummy ship was a little bit faster. I think they could have made it more frantic, but they're trying to go for an open world thing, so they have to balance it, you know?
Yeah, like I said before, it's not really my favorite. I do think it's a little slow. Hopefully, you know, when they are going to start patching this game, they do make the ship move a little faster. I think it would make these sections more bearable. Because me, at this point, when I'm playing it, I'm just trying to get to the next world. I just want to get on with the game. So, at least let me do that, you know?
When I see a vortex in space, I just jump into it. The consequences be damned.
Yeah, I mean, that's never happened before in a Disney film. The black hole.
Yay, boss time!
It's fucking Giant Robo. What's going on?
God, Toy Story World Shrouded in Darkness. That is pretty intense to quote Helldragon, dude.
There are a few good bosses here in these sections. My problem, like I mentioned before, was that I never really could have upgraded the ship. Now, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go to, like, the treasure planets and get shit for that. But I never did that. So I was pretty much stuck using the basic ship and, like, one option for the whole game. And it makes these bosses take a little longer than they're supposed to. I imagine if you are upgrading your ship and using, like, different blueprints, this will go a lot smoother for you.
There are optional bosses and whatnot, I believe, if you explore the world and, you know, go for the constellations and all the secret bits and whatnot, but, you know Helldragon, he likes to go from A to B, and no C is involved, unfortunately.
Well, Tom, that's because I'm an A student. Come on.
Really?
Not really, no. I'll just letting you know, though.
Okay, cool. Whew. I was a bit worried you were getting ideas above your station for a second there, but the thing's almost dead. It was in shock from your proclamation of you being smart.
And also, if you actually look around, supposedly, I don't know if we mentioned this, but that pirate ship boss that was in the second one, it's actually crashed on one of the rocks around here. Yeah, no, I thought that was a nice little touch.
It's around the area where the Pirates of the Caribbean world is, I believe.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Let's land right fucking now. Jesus Christ, I remember back to that event. I think it was D23. Yeah, it might be something else. But the very second the trailer started, you could tell it was Toy Story. And my heart... If you catch my meaning.
I don't, but I kind of get the idea. But no. Lots of people were definitely excited for that. I mean, even I was excited a little bit, even though Toy Story wasn't really my first choice for a Pixar world. The fact that it's here in this game, though, is still great. Now, of course, when I saw this, I'm like, what is this? Did you... I went to the Toy Story world, right?
Yeah, I didn't fucking click on like Versus 13, the extra, the do-over or something.
Let me tell you though, from what I know about Versus 13 and events in this game, Nomura is salty as fuck about it.
Now, he will deny that and say, oh, there is no connection to the video game I was once working on. But I can read your lies, Mr. Man. I am well versed in Nomura-ese at this point.
No Final Fantasy characters, because they don't really are necessary anymore. But nope, my original content though, that's great. Come on.
Jesus Christ. No, my waifu.
We will take all the waifus. No! Waifus are for everyone!
Verum Rex. Not a real game.
The Play Plus, man, you know, I remember Play 1, and Play 2 was a pretty good system. Play 3 didn't have a lot of games on it, but the Play Plus is where it's at.
Now, these little figures, the Gygas that appeared, these were the ones you said you wanted to have, like, real-life counterparts?
Yeah, because there are admittedly a lot of toys in this world I kind of want in real life, so hopefully they make something.
Alright, let's address the elephant in the room here. No, that's not Tom Hanks as Woody. No, it's not Tim Allen as Buzz. But if you'll allow me to bring up the voice cast and whatnot, Mike McRae is Buzz Lightyear, and I've never really... I don't know much about him, to be honest, but let's see, what else has he been in here? He was in Mike Tyson's Mysteries. He's Buzz Lightyear in a lot of Disney Infinity stuff, so I guess he's had practice. He's good as Buzz, and obviously we have Jim Hanks, Tim's brother, as Woody here, who's a little bit off in this game, but otherwise fine.
Would you calm down?
I thought the different people they got for Woody and Buzz were actually pretty good and on point. They sound fairly close at times. They do have the original voice actors for Ham, John Ratzenberger, and Rex, who I forgot his name. Please look it up, Tom. But I know he's in that one series, Dan Versus, I believe, which Dan Versus is hilarious. But that's that same guy. Jim Varney, unfortunately, of course, no longer here. So all the other toys are kind of not in this world anyway because of the plot they have going there. But otherwise, the voice cast is good for this world.
Alright, the person you were talking about is Wallace Shawn, you know, the one who's like, inconceivable!
Yeah, he was the Land War in Asia guy, wasn't he, in like The Princess Bride?
I haven't actually watched The Princess Bride. I keep getting confused with that other thing with Anne Hathaway, honestly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whoa! We're action figures!
Well, to be fair, you're about as plastic as one, Sora.
I keep like hearing people say they should have been like the play arts figures and whatnot, but I kind of prefer this olden like wooden toy style, honestly.
Are they wooden? I mean, I understand that they're more like angular, but I always... Because what we see later on, they are legit action figures representing that are being sold in a store that are supposed to mimic like Figma, play arts, and shit like that. So I never... They look more plastic than wood.
What are you doing?
We're gonna let the new guys sort this out, Woody. Don't lose your hat over it.
By the way, the battle theme in this world, I swear to God, is a Sonic the Hedgehog song. Doesn't it not sound like it belongs in a Sonic game?
Okay, let me pause that. Doesn't it not sound like a Sonic song? So, no, it doesn't. But I get what you mean. I'm not going to push your balls over your grammar that much. It's one of the better boss, or just battle themes in general in the game, in my opinion. And here's the real dope, guys. Kingdom Hearts is canon to Toy Story. I shit you not. This takes place between Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
Wait, where'd you get this information from?
The fucking people who made the game.
Oh, because that's always worth taking into account.
I'm just saying, man.
I mean, I was trying to pin this. I was imagining it was between, like, Toy Story 1 and 2. But 2 and 3 I could definitely see, because obviously there's such a huge time gap. Canon, though, I mean, yeah, some guy in the game said it's true. That's not always the best decision, in my opinion, but I'll let it fly.
Well, you see, it has to be between 2 and 3, because this is Andy's new house. Because, like, the drive they have outside is where what the fuck do you call it in America? Where you lay out a bunch of stuff and a car boot sale or something along those lines. A yard sale, there we go. And that's where Al steals Woody and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It has been a long time since I've seen Toy Story 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3, but that is a good point actually about the yard sale.
Look at the attention to detail on everything, like the texture on Rex, like the joints and whatnot for Woody, you can clearly see have been restitched and whatnot.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like, you are putting the PS4 to use here to make these characters look pretty much, you know, obviously a little bit more advanced than how they looked in the movie, due to modern technology, but they look fucking exact, which is really nice.
And all the weird stuff that's been going on. I mean, that's what heroes do, right?
Let's not jump to conclusions.
My laser may be real, but my heart, is that real? That's what a really schlocky version of the script for Toy Story would be. But Pixar was actually helping out a lot with the Pixar world in this game, so thankfully they're better than they could have been.
Those are the heartless.
What I've heard, and we'll talk about this later, I know some people in the comments have already mentioned this, there has been input from various people in the different worlds in this game, for better or for worse, and we'll talk more about that when we get later on, but I am glad to hear Pixar was helping a lot on these worlds, you know, with the ones they have represented.
I'm Sora.
And I think that might be why they're the best worlds in the game. Just throwing that out there for you.
Let's see, characters who are mentioned but not seen in this world include Andy, Molly, his younger sister, Mrs. Davis, Slinky Dog is not here, Emperor Zurg is also alluded to, albeit not by name, and there's a statue of Reptilus Maximus, who can be seen inside Galaxy Toys.
Andy never bought a Zurg figure though, didn't he?
No, I don't think he did. I guess he just prefers Buzz.
Well, I mean, if you were collecting toys, and trust me, take this from somebody who used to buy a lot of Transformers, maybe not as much as other people, but still, you would want to collect all your favorites, and you need a bad guy to fight, come on. Wee, roadkill, yay!
Oh, Donald, you were almost a duck pancake there. Anyway, this is what Nomura had to say about Kingdom Hearts and Toy Story meeting up. When I first brought this to Pixar and I asked about doing that, they were like, actually no, the Toy Story is complete. It's a complete package the way it is, and we can't really change that. I told them, if I'm going to do this in the Kingdom Hearts way, there's going to become a case of actually Sora and his friends did come into this world.
So that's what the criteria was? They had to make them canon to the Toy Story? Oh, that's actually kind of interesting, and you know, that's actually something I'm kind of okay with now that I've heard about it.
Yeah, it says, I'm reading a thing on Game Rant here. So it says the result was that Kingdom Hearts 3 would fit its Toy Story world canonically in between 2 and 3. I guess Jessie was also one of the sadly cut characters who was stolen and whatnot.
Yeah, with the way they explain it, they'll really get into this a little bit, but they had to kind of come up with a reason to explain why A, they can't render all the toys, and B, why Buzz's laser now actually does something. So they have to go through some bullshit to explain that.
There's a proper reason, don't you worry.
Coincidence?
It wasn't always this lonely.
He has girlfriends.
One day we woke up and we were the only toys left here.
Oh.
Nobody's heard from Mom, Molly, or Andy.
Or the dog, I think. They had a dog at this point, right?
Yes, they did.
What was the dog's name?
It was fucking dog. I don't know. You're supposed to remember the fucking
fucking dog. Just that's what it is, right? Name it dog. Whatever. Who cares? Go get my slippers, dog.
So, what better world to have, like, in Kingdom Hearts than one that's all about friendship and whatnot? It was like, it was made for Kingdom Hearts.
Thematically, it fits pretty good. It has its moments, of course, involving the organization as usual. But like I said, it is one of the better worlds in the game.
Well, there's one thing.
One big thing.
See, we've got the Toy Story jokes and timing down.
After everyone went MIA,
that's short for missing in action.
Alone.
Thank you.
They arrived with a guy wearing a hood dressed in black, just like you.
Axel? No.
Buzz Lightyear should never say the words Organization 13.
It is pretty cursed, actually. That's cursed as shit.
But that would mean
the organization.
I'm okay with Goofy and Donald saying it. They have practice.
In more ways than one. Ugh.
Yeah, they're bad news.
Seems like you have a lot of enemies.
We may have a hunch what's causing all the weirdness. Would you mind if we handle this?
I'm sorry, but we're not going to leave this to you.
Huh?
We've been so effective at it thus far.
Yeah, you know, we want to earn our paychecks as well. We toys are unionized.
That's true. That's how they got all their rights.
Right.
Whoa, it's like shaking plastic.
So then, where can we find that guy?
Sarge, any word from the
Alright, let's see who voices Sarge and whatnot, 'cause I don't think it's the dude from the old games.
Yeah, Arlie Emery, however you say his last name. He passed away a while ago, so obviously he's not voicing him anymore.
Man, he defined, like, the boot camp, like, martial and whatnot for so many generations.
Absolutely.
Gung-ho about going.
Let's have a look, Sarge. Pieter Michael, who I've never heard before, but he does a good approximation of Herbie.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people have done that impersonation by now. It's not super hard.
If we go with Sora, we might find a clue.
Alright, so we've set up canon, we've set up stakes, we've set up that Sora and Co. are toys now, so, alright guys, we'll see you next time when we begin the toy box proper, and I get to really start squeeing. Bye for now.